Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on second down, Burrow. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second and 11 now, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. An option handoff here to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Mitchell pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Jim, 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 Jim. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Switch. Watch the edge.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals 22-yard line.
We own them. Joker. He's chopping.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Tighten up.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Able to power through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down. Shift. Hey, cross field. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Ready. Shift.
Trucks over him. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. On the ball. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, We get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
4 down. Alert. Hey, blue. Check 9. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down.
From the gun, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And Lance going to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They find some open field here. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 7-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Drake will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11 empty.
Mixon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, look at the juke. And some room to work. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 26. 173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your 10th
anyone.
born.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
One, ready?
46 to
11 MT, hey! Stop!
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to